That's different.
Welcome to Cereal Snob.
Give me some of that.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cereal Snob. Today, I am joined by a very special guest, Billy Jensen, a true crime writer of
Chase Darkness with Me, which is my book, my first book that came out. It's all about how I started solving murders using social media, real murders. And I'm also on a podcast called Jensen Holds the Murder Squad with Paul Holes, the guy that solved the Golden State Killer case. And I'm on a show called Unraveled on Discovery Plus. I'm on another podcast called The First Degree, so you can find me. Anything with crime, you'll be able to find me. But I'm not here to talk about crime.
Surprisingly,
I'm here to talk about a different kind of cereal.
Yeah, today we are talking about
Dulce de Leche Toast Crunch, the newest member of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch family.
Did you know about this before coming here?
I knew about it just from your Instagram. What are the big scoops? Are you the first one to taste this? That's the question.
We're one of the first.
One of the first.
So
okay.
Technically, this is releasing nationwide now.
Okay.
So people should be able to get it in their stores soon.
All right.
But one thing I learned about the cereal industry is that just because they say it's available, does not mean it's available.
No. Which makes it fun though, because you gotta hunt for it.
Yeah.
You know? And if your food is not giving you something to do, then, a lover is like a hunter. Shakespeare said, the game is easily caught, he cares for it not. When it comes to food, this is what we used to do. We used to hunt. We used to hunt and gather. Let's hunt for some cereal, go find this one, or not though. We're gonna taste it and see if it's good.
We'll tell you guys in just a moment if this is the right way to go.
All right, so now, like any new cereal, there's not gonna be anything, there's no prize in there. That's what's gonna happen with new cereals. Mm-hmm. And I do think that the lack of cereal prizes is one of the biggest tragedies of our age.
Luckily it's not just you, it's some of the people that work at the cereal brands.
Yes.
So really what it takes is all of us speaking out.
Yes. You know what? If you want to put, there's, true crime is big. If you want to put some true crime people fighting for good and justice, make little figurines of us and put them on that would be probably the biggest thrill of my life. All right, so how much you do your pour?
Let me. I'm gonna smell first. Smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me. Go take a whiff.
It does smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's a curl at the end of it. There's a little bit of a thing going on there that is more. There's a caramel to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If somebody's giving you a blind taste, you'd say Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but blind smell test. But there is a caramel after smell thing.
Yeah, 100% agree.
All right.
So let's go and pour this bowl. I'm gonna pour mine first. And what I've realized is you shouldn't pour too big a bowl, but you choose your portion.
No, I never pour too big of a bowl. All right, so now I'm going to roll this back up.
As you should.
As you should.
Yeah. Keep that cereal fresh.
All right. Now, do you taste it without the milk first? Or
always.
You always do. Okay.
I usually talk about it as well. We talk about the smell. Right. It smells pretty good. We'll do a dry taste test. See what we think here, and then we can go in with a wet bite in just a minute.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's very different. Wow.
It's almost as if they had to leave the cinnamon in a little bit, but...
Oh, there is cinnamon and caramel. Like, I'm getting wicked cinnamon roll. Like I know Cinnamon Toast Crunch is cinnamon toast, but there's
a cinnamon roll type of thing in here because we're veering into the caramel territory, which is very much like the consistency. I think your brain is doing that in its head.
It's that gooey frosting on top of cinnamon. Wow, caramel.
All right. I think this is going to be really good with milk.
Yeah.
We're going to go out there on a limb.
We're going to go out there on a limb with oat milk.
All right, so now we are... Okay.
We're stirring.
So what do you think? To steep it 30 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think you should let it sit for a minute, because if you go in too quick, the milk hasn't done its thing. Yeah,
it's a dance, people.
And you have to read the cereal. Yeah, let it lead.
Okay.
And then you follow. That's what I find.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like any other cereal. other than Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's different enough.
Yeah, if I was blind and I tasted this, I don't think I would call it Cinnamon Toast Crunch though, you know? Blindfolded, it's a whole new flavor.
So now, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that was the first one, was around forever. Then was the second one French Toast?
I believe that is the correct answer, where French Toast Crunch came out.
And then did they go straight to sugar cookie?
No. They had apple cinnamon toast crunch.
That's right, okay.
And for a brief period in 2016 and 17, they had strawberry cinnamon toast crunch.
Completely missed that.
And blueberry cinnamon toast crunch.
Don't know where I was.
Fun fact, you'll see it on the screen right now, but before it was called blueberry cinnamon toast crunch, it was just called blueberry tiny toast. And strawberry tiny toast.
Well, I remember if we didn't have any cookies or anything in the house, my mother would get out some toast, you know, or get out some bread, make the toast, put some butter on it, and then pour the sugar, cinnamon sugar.
My mom did the same thing.
Yeah. The other thing that we would do, the improvised desserts, would be you always had peanut butter in the house and you always had Ritz crackers. So it was always like, okay, Ritz crackers, peanut butter, chocolate milk, boom. Those are the two improvised. It's like, honey, we're going out to dinner. This is what you're going to eat.
Another one of these cinnamon treats my family made is we would take pie crust, store-bought pie crust, cut into little pieces and cinnamon sugar it and bake it. So you'd have crispy pie, cinnamon sugar pie crust. It was something from my youth. I don't remember very much.
This really is the first statement after the controversy, right?
The shrimp tails controversy.
We're talking about the shrimp tails controversy. So it seemingly General Mills decided not to make any statement, and they dropped this on us and said,
just forget about it.
We're going to put our money where our mouth is. Look at this. We're not going to say anything about the shrimps. Which was, and we were talking about this right before we went on air, that was the biggest cereal news
maybe ever
of the year. I don't know, but well, ever. Maybe, I mean, I'm trying to think of any other big cereal news that was, I don't know. I did like Shaq getting on Frosted Flakes. I like
that too. Did you try that cereal?
I had not tried the cereal.
Good cereal.
But I love Shaq because Shaq was just like, you know, they asked him to do. I think his agent said Wheaties once. He's like, no, if Frosted Flakes comes, give me Frosted Flakes. All right, do we drink the milk now?
Absolutely. So the last thing I always do is try the milk. Because if the milk is still milk, I mean, if it hasn't been changed, I think that's a failure on the cereal's part. Yeah. So, but
then you will have brought shame upon the people in Michigan. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Wow,
that's pleasant.
That really tastes like a cake, like a tres leches cake, which we have a lot of in here in Phoenix.
Ooh, yeah.
That might be one of the best cereal milks ever.
Yeah. And what about the oat milk?
Very sweet. The oat milk is great. With this, yeah. Didn't even. I would have thought it was just regular milk, to be honest.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Okay, so now I do a rating of 0 to 5. 5 being the best, 0 obviously being the worst. I think we both can agree this isn't a 0.
No.
But Dulce de Leche Toast Crunch, where would you put it?
I would put it as a 4. The only thing is because it might be too sweet. I would not eat it every day.
I 100% agree.
Can't eat it every day. Once a week, I think, which is why you would put it in the 4 category. When I'm thinking about it, since you don't know me, my 5s would be, I think you can eat Lucky Charms every day. I think it has that balance of the oatiness, or it used to be oatiness, and then the marshmallows. I think you can eat that cereal every day, and it's also a fun type of cereal. But with this one, I would give it a 4 though, because it does very, very well. But it's a cereal that you're going to reach for once a week.
Yeah,
I mean, you should have it in your closet though.
I think so. It's one of those that just would fit right in. So I agree. 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, 80 out of 100.
However way you want it.
Yeah.
I was told there would be no math.
I do all the math here. So, but this isn't all we're talking about today. So we want to cover this.
Yes.
But Billy, you brought some interesting pieces of cereals past.
Yes. So we were talking about cereal boxes and cereal, prizes in cereal boxes. And there's nothing I like better than just going down that rabbit hole of looking at cereal boxes of the days gone by. So then I was like, well, I'm going to start collecting them. Go on eBay. It's not easy, and it's really expensive.
Yeah, per box.
It's a lot easier and a lot cheaper to get the toys. Because everybody kept the toys, or might have kept them, but nobody kept the boxes. That's what happens with ephemera. They just threw away the stuff. So unless it was something that was really like, oh, this might be like a Wheaties box, which are actually cheaper than, say, an old Count Chocula box. But I was able to get some boxes. They're not my absolute favorite boxes because those were too expensive. But I want to go show you some boxes. Now, the first one, and I like this one. It's not the original. It's not Jarvis, because we all love Jarvis.
Wow.
But this is when they went with the Cops and Robbers. You got a free action figure inside. They called it an action figure, even though it was not articulated. And you can get a car, or the cop, or the robber. Great look. You just have it up there. You know what kid wouldn't want to stop and get this? And then look at the back. The back had different ones of these. This is the jailhouse, and you could cut out the jail, and then you could play with it with the jail. It's perfect.
Yeah, this is great. When's this box from?
This is probably from 80, 85, somewhere around there. So I think they had Jarvis up until then. If you remember, that's the classic one with the big giant cookie, and then there was a wizard. So they've gone from the wizard to the Cops and Robbers to the
Wolf.
The Wolf.
Who was less cool.
Less cool.
By all measurements.
Less cool. So we'll leave this here. Now, you mentioned Ralston. Now, this one, this probably was like one of Ralston's last gasps, I have to think. So I love this one because it gives you a bookmark, so a reading, okay? And so you open it up, you ate it. Here are the bookmarks.
Oh, what?
And they were lenticular. And it was Batman Returns. So it was, it's Catwoman. This is Penguin, and then there's Batman. And then they double down. You have the bookmark, the Magic Motion bookmark, but you also get something for your door hanger. You get two things. How great is that?
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, Ralston, this was an odd cereal though, because it's like the Chex with marshmallows. I don't know if I ever even had this before. This was coming out when I was in college, and I probably didn't ever go to the store to eat anything. I just ate fast food the whole time. So
wow.
But yeah, this was probably Ralston's last gasp. But very cool though.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Bookmarks, I love that. You want one? Here, take one of these.
You're really gonna get
absolutely, yes.
Oh man, it's gotta be Batman.
All right, you got Batman.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Oh, this is so cool. And actually, you taught me something today. I didn't know this was called lenticular. Didn't know that was a word.
All right, now,
wow.
One of the boxes that could always be, when you talk about the best cereal prizes, my favorite, the one that sticks out to me, Alphabets, the terrarium.
What a neat plan! I started it with the terrarium that comes in alphabets. I followed the directions and watched the seeds grow into little plants in about 8 days.
3 different plastic terrariums, one in each specially marked box of alphabets.
I can't wait to watch mine grow.
Alphabets terrarium, you could actually grow. They would give you a little mini terrarium to grow something in. It was great. It was a reason to buy Alphabets, which was not that great of a
cereal.
The other one, the only time you ever bought this other cereal was honeycombs. I know there's a lot of Honeycombs fans out there. I would only buy Honeycombs when they had the license plate in it, right?
Wait till you see what's coming from Honeycomb. 1984 mini metal license plates. Free when you buy specially marked boxes of Honeycomb cereal.
Awesome!
50 plates in all. And if your plate says lucky,
Wow! Yeah!
you win a new BMX bike, and 500 kids will win. For a free plate, write Post Honeycomb license plates. P.O. Box 540, Lowell, Indiana, 46356.
Go for it!
And then you'd always I lived in New York, and you'd always get Utah or something, and it would be a bummer, but the other cereal that would always have stuff in it other than the Pebbles was the Captain. Here the Captain came with this, I don't have it, but it's the combo lock with latch inside.
Wow.
There was a plastic lock that you could lock your book bag, lock your Captain Crunch with. So the idea was that you would put it over here on your Captain Crunch so that your dad wouldn't be able to eat your Captain Crunch.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic. They told you, oh, look at this assembly. That's a lot of stuff there too.
Wow.
But the Captain was always, Quaker, still in business.
Still in business.
Still in business. Now, we all know that Count Chocula should be year-round.
Yes.
But this Count Chocula, another lenticular, went with the white background, which was interesting. I think it was probably to make these pop a little bit more, but so the cool thing was that while you were walking down the aisle, it was following you.
Wow.
Yes. And then again, they would put this up here, don't look in my bedroom. A kid could take this, put it on here, and then attach this to his door or her door, and then you have like a cool sign. These cereals, once it started getting later and later, they weren't giving out a lot of stuff, but the stuff that they did give out, they were still at least trying. And some of the best ones were, when you talk about, we're gonna get, you've got a couple as well. I would say my favorite cereal box that I was never able to try was Crazy Cow.
Kids of America, your best friend's a cow! Crazy Cow! Oops. The nutritious cereal that makes chocolate-flavored milk. It's part of this complete breakfast. Just pour on milk, stir, and the milk starts to turn chocolatey. Crazy! With crispy chocolate puffs. And if you're crazy for strawberries, they're strawberry-flavored too. It turns the milk a very merry strawberry with crispy strawberry puffs. Crispy! That's chocolate or strawberry Crazy Cow. Oh no?
Wow!
With the Star Wars stickers on it.
Ah.
And you can't get any better than that. Crazy Cow with Star Wars stickers on it, but I never got to try it. I don't know what was
Crazy Cow was really popular because Crazy Cow was all about changing your milk, right?
Yes.
Bringing the flavors to your milk. Yeah.
Yes. Now you brought this one.
Oh, I just bought this one on eBay because, like you, I've fallen prey to my own desires to acquire a piece of the past.
Yes.
So this Barbie cereal is from 1989. I got this because this is the year I was born.
Ah, okay.
I figured it'd be kind of cool to have a piece of cereal history from back then. Also made by Ralston.
Ralston.
Yeah, there was actually 4 different covers of this Barbie cereal, Breakfast with Barbie. I ended up getting the nightclub Barbie, I believe is what this one is. She's out having a good time.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, super great. And on the back, this is very clearly a cereal meant only to be purchased by girls. But I just thought this was so cool and such a cool piece of history that this one was a huge win for me.
Yeah, and again, so obviously Ralston was really into licensing. They liked the licensing, and they also were very much into. Now, whenever you would get something that was licensed that you knew wasn't going to be around for a while, they're usually this was different that you actually had something in here. A lot of times it was a mail-in type of deal, and we were talking about this before, that as a kid, when you would see the mail-in thing, if it would be big on there and you'd be excited to get home and then you had to send away for it, it was always a bummer. It was basically one of the worst things that ever happened to you as a kid. But it was, no, this is a great piece. So where are you going to put this in the house?
Somewhere behind me where it's on display all the time. Yeah, when I film from my studio office, that's it. This next box I got, I just purchased the other day, and it is in such good condition, I happen to think it might be fake.
No.
Look, but doesn't that look so good?
This looks amazing.
So this is Jurassic Park Crunch. It came out for the release of A Lost World Jurassic Park in 1997. And the really cool thing about this box is on the front here it says, if you hear this box roar, you could win a Lost World adventure. And on the side, it describes what that adventure was. More or less, you get to travel on a full paid vacation to Isla Nublar. I'm just kidding. I think it was Costa Rica or Hawaii. But you'd open the box, it would make a dinosaur sound. But this box looks so good.
That's beautiful.
And Jurassic Park, the first one, is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, so I figured this I had to get to. And it just looks so great. But look at those marshmallows.
No, the marshmallows are great. They've got the Velociraptor, they've got the Triceratops, the T-Rex, and then a dinosaur egg. My buddy, Stephen Ray Morris of See Jurassic Right, he has an entire podcast just about Jurassic Park. He would be very ecstatic about this. He probably does have this though, but this is great. General Mills. Again, General Mills just bringing it,
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They do.
They know what they're doing then, and they know what they're doing now.
They know what they're doing
with
now.
Dulce de Leche Crunch. And that, I guess, is it for today.
That's it.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. If you want to follow me, well, you already do. So you don't need to do anything, but hit subscribe if you have not. And Billy Jensen, they can find you.
At Billy Jensen on Instagram or Twitter. And then just if you want to learn about serial killers, as well as after you eat your cereal. They're not related at all, but this is the one thing I do that gives me pleasure. The cereals.
The cereal.
Now I'm literally going to go and go work on a murder case.
Okay.
Right so thank you for 15 minutes of sunshine in my day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.